simultaneous, 동시에, concurrent, happening at the same time, synchronous. There was a flash of lightning and a simultaneous roll of thunder. Vast, 광대한, 거대한, extensive, immense, great, huge, enormous. The continent the pilgrims had begun settling upon was unimaginably vast. Reluctant, 꺼리는, unwilling, disinclined, lost. The archaeologists were reluctant to disturb the fragile pottery at the ancient site. Conjecture, 추측, speculation, guess, supposition. The existence of intelligent life elsewhere in the universe is dismissed as conjecture by most scientists. Embed, 박아놓다, fix, insert, implant, root. The story of the American dream has been embedded deeply in American culture. Vow, 서약, 맹세, pledge, promise, oath. After the couple recited their vows, they were declared married. Counter, 반박하다, oppose, act against, refute. The two lawyers used different interpretations of the same data to counter each other's conclusions. Apparent, 분명한, clear, evident, obvious. It was apparent to all that Henry had not rehearsed his speech. Apparent, 외관상의, seeming, exterior, superficial. The apparent cause of the car accident was faulty brakes, but investigators were considering other possibilities. Bombard, 폭격하다, 공격하다, strike, assail, attack. Warplanes bombarded the city until it was demolished. Reveal, 밝히다, 드러내다, make known, show, unveil, uncover, expose. Merrill revealed that the company will concentrate on sales of its digital video cameras. Sturdy, 튼튼한, well-built, strong, robust, stalwart. The school purchased sturdy desks and chairs that are expected to last several years. Traditionally, 통상적으로, 관습적으로, typically. In the early 20th century, girls and boys were traditionally taught separately. Correspondingly, 그에 상응하여, similarly, likewise. Oil prices went down, so the cost of airline tickets has correspondingly decreased. Trigger, 일으키다, cause, generate, initiate, start, stimulate, activate. News of the court's decision triggered riots and fires in LA. Vigorous, 강건한, 활기찬, strong and healthy, strong, energetic. Despite the man's advanced age, he remained physically vigorous. Vigorous, 작용, 효력 등이 강력한, forceful. The police officer was known for his vigorous enforcement of drinking and driving laws. Spontaneous, 자발적인, voluntary, unprompted. Their successful jump at the cheerleading contest brought a spontaneous cheer from the crowd. Spontaneous, 무의식적인, 저절로 움직이는, automatic, unplanned, involuntary. When Cindy heard the good news, a spontaneous smile appeared on her face. Miniature, 소형의, small, tiny, diminutive. One museum in San Diego contains the world's largest collection of miniature trains. Commission, 의뢰하다, order, hire. In the past, it was common for countries to commission artists to create portraits of the king and queen. Remarkable, 놀라운, 주목할 만한. Extraordinary, incredible, notable, significant. Charles Dickens had remarkable mental and physical energy. Effort, 노력, attempt, endeavor, exertion. The effort to increase wages brought about hundreds of strikes in the 1850s. Manifestation, 징후, indication, sign, symptom, evidence. Eating disorders can be a manifestation of low self-esteem in adolescent girls. Prior, 이전에, previous, former, earlier. Unlike the prior administration, the current one supports universal health care. Cast about, 찾아다니다, seek, search, hunt. Unsure how to increase the company's profits, George cast about for solutions from his colleagues. Rigorous, 엄격한, strict, severe, demanding, precise. Athletes should follow a rigorous training schedule to be competitive. Rigorous, 기후등이 혹독한, harsh. The rigorous climate of the Arctic makes it inhospitable to humans. Compulsory, 의무적인, 강제적인, obligatory. First, required, necessary. In Britain, education is compulsory between the ages of 5 and 16. Subsidiary, 부수적인, less important. Auxiliary, subordinate. The CEO said that the rest of the details for the merger were subsidiary and could be discussed at a later time. Status, 지위, 위신, standing, prestige, importance. Donald's father was the town doctor, so he was a man of high status in the community. Emphasize, 강조하다, stress, highlight, underline. The president emphasized the need for the entire country to be on high alert against terrorism. Largely, 대부분, generally, mostly, mainly. Korean citizens are largely of Korean descent, although there is a sizable foreign population as well. Experimental, 시험적인, trial, tentative. Vaccines go through an experimental phase to make sure that they are safe before being released. Drain, 물을 빼내다, withdraw liquid gradually. Remove water. The sink should be drained after each use. Denote, 나타내다, 표시하다, indicate. signify, represent. A raised head and flattened neck denote that a cobra is about to strike. Repudiate, 거부하다, reject. Disclaim. Martin Luther King Jr. repudiated violence as a means to solve problems. Contradictory, 모순되는, inconsistent, paradoxical, conflicting. The soldiers were puzzled by the general's contradictory behavior. Propagate, 번식하다, 증식시키다, multiply, reproduce. Many single-cell organisms propagate by dividing into two identical copies. Ensure, 보장하다, guarantee, assure, warrant. Strict security regulations have been put in place at airports to ensure the safety of travelers. Pore, 작은 구멍, hole. Plants have pores on their leaves so that they can breathe. Pour, 자세히 보다, 응시하다, stare, gaze. The copy editor had to pore over the report in order to find the typing mistakes. Alternate, 번갈아 일어나다, take turns, rotate, interchange. Good luck and misfortune alternate with each other throughout our lives. Devastating, 파괴적인, destructive, ruinous. During World War II, Stalingrad suffered a devastating defeat with some 1.5 million people losing their lives. Mingle with, 누구와 어울리다, associate with, mix with, consort with. Company morale improves when managers mingle with staff at social events. Continued, 계속적인, ongoing, constant, incessant, ceaseless. The continued success of the company depends on its ability to adapt to the changing economy. Attempt, 시도하다, try, seek, endeavor. In Thomas More's Utopia, the characters attempt to create an ideal world. Subterfuge, 속임수, trick, deception. The magician's act seemed real, but it was just a subterfuge. Convert, 바꾸다, change, transform. The workers at the factory performed dangerous tasks to convert raw iron ore into finished steel. Contention, 논쟁, debate, argument, disagreement. Contentions among evolutionists involve how the human species evolved. Migrate, 이주하다, move around, travel. The 5 tribes agreed to migrate beyond the Mississippi in order to establish a new home. Succession, 연속, sequence, series. Melody is the succession of sounds. Tentativeness, 망설임, hesitation, indecision. Tentativeness is often shown by young children in unfamiliar situations. Fragmentary, 단편적인, incomplete, fractional, partial. The trauma victim had only fragmentary memories of the accident. Legendary, 유명한, 전설적인, famous. Led Zeppelin's guitarist Jimmy Page became legendary for his unique playing style. Legendary, 전설상의, mythical. Dragons are legendary creatures that are featured prominently in the folklore of many cultures. Setback, 패배, defeat, reverse. Despite early setbacks, George Washington led the Continental Army to victory against the British. Fine-tune, 미세하게 조정하다, adjust slightly. Software companies use feedback from customers to fine-tune programs for better performance. Enthusiastic, 열광적인. Eager, ardent, jealous. The citizenry was enthusiastic about the decision to cut taxes by 10%. Loose, dissonant, not strict, relaxed, slack. The office dress code was loose and allowed the employees to wear jeans and t-shirts. Portrait, 초상화, picture. Art students study how to draw portraits that capture the subject's personality. Terminology, 전문용어, vocabulary, jargon, language. Science articles that are meant for a general audience should avoid complex terminology.